I'm gonna say if 4 kids,
Yeah, family of four.
four.
That's 2 kids and 2 adults.
You're
So.
right. If you said 30 for one, and that's over $100-something thousand, and who making that with a family
Right.
of four?
So yeah, for like a family of four, the U.S. average is you need to make $100,000 to $150,000 a year just to make ends meet. That's not having no extra extravagant life.
Right,
That's
right,
making
right.
ends meet.
Oh
You
my
know that's
God.
a 87% different from a person's average income. So how does that work?
So but you know what's wild though is that we do make it work though with large families
But
with nothing.
with nothing.
So when I used to look back and see that my aunt, we had for real, I used to stay with my aunt, right? When I left home, and it was like 18. It would seem like 18 people in one 2-bedroom apartment, and everybody had somewhere to sleep. You know what I mean? You know, but everything stayed up. And don't get me wrong, it's probably only two people bringing in income in the house.
Yeah,
For real. It
absolutely.
was only two people, but it was a lot of smokers in the house. You feel me?
Yeah.
But, it's unreal.
And I think too, though, like you said, like when I was growing up as well, we had blended families living inside of the same house. I remember living there. My aunt lived there with her kids. It was our family. That's how it was back then.
Right.
Because back then you didn't even make enough then either to really have a house, and jobs were mainly like furniture companies and manufacturing stuff like that. Most people family that's what a lot of places they was working at.
For sure.
But everybody, your cousins lived in the house with you. We was having big we was eating spaghetti meals because spaghetti feed everybody.
Yeah. I remember not having no food whatsoever though, and my aunt would whipped up something out of nothing.
Now let me tell you about this thing I seen though. This is a little off subject though. I seen this thing the other day, and it was like, "Were you really poor if you didn't eat this?" And I was like, "What?" I used to eat that and never thought nobody else ever ate it.
Oh yeah.
What
was it?
A piece of bread with some syrup on it.
Oh man, we all did that. Yeah.
It was a piece of bread.
That is a
Just
poor
like,
man
I
meal.
put some syrup on this piece of bread real quick.
I had a cousin that used to put mayonnaise on bread and just eat it.
I mean, that's like a country thing, though. I can't do
stand
that. I can't do that.
I can't stand mayonnaise. Oh my God, Dukes. you don't care about your advertisement. Yo.
But yeah, be making nothing out of something. Back then, we was eating all kinds of stuff.
Food was a lot different back in the days, though.
Oh yeah, it tasted different too. Way different.
Now,
looked different.
You know what, man? You know what? I'm so glad we're on here today, and we had this government podcast talk today. I'm gonna give y'all something I want everybody out there that witnessed this podcast today to do. Watch What in the Health. Health. Yes. Watch that. That's my word. And if it don't get you to start realizing that you eating garbage, I'm talking about garbage, and change your eating habits up, then you really just don't care about yourself. No. It's telling the truth. It's telling you everything. How everybody's in bed with each other when it comes to our food. How they are letting what was that you read? Even about toilet paper?
Oh yeah, the toilet paper thing. Oh God, did you know toilet paper has poisonous ingredients that we ingest in our body every day? Every time we go to the bathroom, blow our nose, anytime we mess with this toilet paper, that are deathly harmful to us. I think one of them was formaldehyde. Because toilet paper is not actually supposed to be that white. It's not supposed to be white. They
didn't even know that.
They bleach it to be white.
Didn't even know that.
And those chemicals are ingested in our body every time we use it. Every time we do anything with it.
Every time you wipe your butt.
And I was like,
it's bad for women though, because y'all gotta wipe.
That's like, like these foreign countries, normally they really big on like the bidets and things like that. I was like, maybe that's why they always been on that. We just ain't never been put up on that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Somebody strange, some culture or strange beings have taken over this land here, because it's not like this in other areas.
It's not.
Now, don't get me wrong. Now, the same people that done corrupted this land here, have picked out other continents to do that on. We just don't really hear about it. You know what I mean? But there's a lot of different places that won't allow what we serve here to our people.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Come on, man. How can this place that we pay taxes that will take us to jail, right? Give us stuff that kill us off. Why would you kill your own herd? If your herd is how you make money.
Think about it though. Isn't everything here not a repetitive cycle?
It is. It have always been.
So everything that go on is a repetitive cycle here. And one of the biggest money makers is healthcare.
Yes.
Like,
gotta
so
keep you
if
sick.
you do have people who have health problems and need medications and things, that money gonna come back. Money gonna come back. Just like, why do you think they give us tax money?
Yeah, because you're gonna
Come
spend
on
it.
now, you
Yeah.
getting ready.
But why would they want to give us reparations?
Exactly.
Can you imagine?
But,
you know how many
but they
people
want to
get
give you
rich?
some tax money that you're gonna blow in 2 weeks.
I mean, we're gonna blow. Black people gonna blow their money, especially the low income.
What
poor
American
people.
don't?
Yeah, thank you. What I'm saying is, still, why is it that we don't have corporations built where if they're gonna blow the money anyway, we don't get it? I had an idea one time, right? I want to just start my own community, right? Spend my money on building duplexes, right? Move in same way everybody else do. If you got teenage kids and they got criminal records and I know about it, I'm not letting you come in. You know what I mean? We police my own neighborhood. You know what I mean? Where I'm in government. Everything is money. Everything is money, right? If we pour our money together, even the ones that we stay in now, we could actually have them treat us a lot different in, right? So imagine having your own neighborhood, right? Your own businesses in this
Yeah.
neighborhood where you employ your neighborhood. It's gonna keep coming back.
Yeah.
This is what I'm trying to get our people to
But
understand.
that's why too, a lot of people tell you to support local because it comes back into your community. So just like you said, on another aspect, on a broader aspect, having your own communities that occurs. But you know what happens whenever they find something that wants to stand up against them? What do?
They blow it up. They burn it up.
Burn it to the ground.
They
Like,
drop
let me
bombs
make an
on us.
example of you right quick.
So what it is though, they still use the mentality of we're gonna whoop this beast of a man in front of all the people that follow him to belittle us. It made us terrified and scared to do anything on our own. You know what I mean? Not me, but it makes a lot of people scared. You know what I mean? What happens every time we do it though? So what? Keep doing it. Keep doing it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You know what though? I guess a lot of people got a lot of whoopings growing up, and it made them stop doing stuff. Because I was hard. I went to prison early.
Yeah, but that's
I was hard headed. You know what I
that was
mean?
the thing.
I'm rebellious.
Yeah.
I was a rebellious slave. I done died a bunch of times. I'm 100 and something years old, and y'all just don't know it. I could tell how I act.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was rebellious. You know, I don't care about masters. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep trying to run. Hell, I do it in real life. I keep trying to run from my paycheck. I want my own check.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I agree with
Oh
you.
my God, I'm tired of working like a dog for somebody for 8 to 14 hours a day and then go home and go to sleep and get up the next day to do
All
it
your
again
money,
just to
where-
give it
where you-
away.
But that's what I was gonna say. Most of your money goes right back to the government.
You give it away.
Most of that money that you're trying to tax me on, that you've already taxed me on,
Ooh.
you took yours.
So you know Trump said that he wanted to go ahead and do away with earned income taxes. Whatever you make, you make. Do you know how much now them
you know how much that
four
would-
people, that 4-family home that you was talking about?
Oh, do you know how much that they would be getting more money back?
I wouldn't dare go invent my own job. I have 3 companies I work for. I didn't have to pay taxes. I'm gonna make it. You know what I mean?
But I mean, I get it. It's like, a lot of times that's just like, how you got some people who want to switch their forms so they get more money in their paycheck. But
Yeah.
then they the ones in the end that,
Pay more out.
yeah, you still got to pay
You
more.
owe
out.
me.
Oh, you still owe us. Even though you got
So-
3-4 kids, it don't matter. You know, you didn't give us enough. We don't think you gave us enough.
See how they do us? So if everybody in here gave a quarter, that's still more than enough money that they don't even deserve that, but that's more than enough money to take care of. Why am I giving you 20, 30, 40, 50, $100 a week out of just one? And then you got federal tax, state tax, Medicare, Medicaid,
I'm like, dang.
It
North
started turning into a little song.
Look, North Carolina
You got
take-
federal, state. I couldn't stop myself. Okay.
But that's the truth.
It is.
though.
It is.
That's
It
the
is.
truth.
It is, man.
And that goes back to, that little
all of
conversation
y'all
we were
slaves,
having
and me too.
earlier about the corporation.
Yeah.
So the U.S. is a corporation. The U.S. is not a country.
It's not.
And this is what brought back up in my mind, like when I was talking about North Carolina. When you was talking about North Carolina tax, this. If the U.S. is the country, how come if I go from North Carolina and I go to California, or I go to Florida, or I go anywhere, any of these
Outside
other
of North
states,
Carolina.
yeah, why do we not have all the same rules if it's one country?
Because it's not. North Carolina is its own country, just like Africa. All of those are separate countries in one continent. One continent, yeah. And Texas, you know what? This whole immigrant stuff is when it should have started waking you all up, right? Because Texas is showing you that this is our government. This is our country right here. We don't have to listen to nothing nobody else do. You know what I mean? Now, on a grander scale, that little 10-mile radius city in Maryland, D.C., District of Columbia, is trying to dictate how Carolina, South Carolina, Texas, New York, Maryland, Maine, they want to dictate how you handle yourself. You know what I mean? But what I realize is it's a partnership. When you go into bed with the devil, you get devilish activities. Come on now. You can't go to another country without your passport. And if you do, you better not do nothing because you can go to jail. If they find out you over there and you ain't got no proof that you can leave and cross borders, you can go to jail. You know what I mean? Now, don't get me wrong. People do it all the time. But it is a crime. We were told a long time ago by Dr. Claude Anderson what America was planning on doing. Flooding us with immigrants to weed us out, right? We can't blame nobody. We can't even blame this government. And I'm going to tell you why. We refuse to stand up for ourselves. Our so-called leaders with this intellect to be able to put things together that we have something to fall back on, these greedy bastards kept it for themselves. I mean, in every country in the United States. Look at Michigan. Them people, it could have been cleaned them streets up. We ain't gonna give no money to that neighborhood, to them neighborhoods. But them immigrants, they spending out millions. Where did it come from?
Yeah,
they said they didn't have the money.
Yeah.
They said they didn't have New York. You said you didn't have the money. How's y'all paying all of this money out to a group of people that up there beating them up now?
Yeah.
You've been watching videos on. Have you watched any of the videos?
I have seen where they're telling these immigrants, "Oh, you come over here, we'll give you this much money to start out." Like,
why wouldn't you?
Why are you giving free? Exactly. Why would they not come over here?
You know, Africa said they wanted us to come back over there.
Yeah.
I don't see them talking about, well, if you come, we're gonna set you over
we're
a crib, house,
Yeah,
food.
we're gonna give you some
Why would we leave from here and go somewhere else where we don't know what the outcome gonna be? But if you're gonna do what America did to these immigrants, to us, I'll get on a plane. I'll leave. You ain't gotta grab me by my shirt, put a gun on me, tell me to go to another country that ain't mine. I'll go. You know what I mean? Because I guarantee they food better.
Oh, I'm sure.
I guarantee they vegetables are real instead of GMO. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I bet you won't be looking on the back of them potato chip bags.
Yeah.
Seeing, well, we get tricked all the time.
That's just like, okay, let me put you on something I learned the other day too.
Okay.
When you go to the grocery store, you know how you go in there, you want to go buy some eggs or something like that, right?
Right.
So you go in there, what eggs do you think would be the better ones for you? What's the main gimmick that these companies use to make you think that their eggs is better?
Not cage
free.
Cage free. That's it. That's what it's called. Yeah.
Cage-free.
That's what they make you think to make it.
But-
So what do cage free supposed to mean
But
first?
hold on. What do you think they fed those cage free?
Probably corn feed.
What kind?
I don't know, but you shouldn't have no kind of corn feed.
But
go
I'm
ahead.
just saying, they still feeding them GMOs.
They sure are. They sure are. For a fact, all the vegetables we eating is GMO.
Just because they're cage free, you know,
Meaning
most
they
of the
just
time,
roamed around. Is that what that means? Is that what cage free supposed to mean?
Cage free. Okay, when you see we ain't gonna call the name of the company, but when you see that chicken truck going down the road, what are they in?
In a
They
cage.
in cages.
Right.
Okay, so they in cages, so they got to feed them animals specific things anyway. So okay, if they're cage free, where are they at? Are they in a small? You know how you sometimes see these buildings and things where people have chicken farms. So are they still not? They're enclosed. In most cases, they're still enclosed in a closed thing. The best egg to buy would be a pasture raised. The chickons roam around free.
Yeah, no
They
doubt.
eat whatever they want to eat. They want to go out there and eat some grass. They go out there and eat some grass.
Bugs.
Anything. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Anything though.
Right.
But you get, like you said with the food thing, a lot of times the stuff that we do have, it has stuff in it that it don't matter if you go to the store and you be like, oh, I'm gonna go get me some meat. But what did your meat eat? What did that cow, you want a steak, what that cow eat before they chop them up?
Right.
That's
I'm gonna give you all just a little something that you can do to help your blood pressure, because in the black community, diabetes and high blood pressure is one of the leading causes of death in our community, for real. Cayenne pepper and turmeric. It's a seasoning. Just season your food with a little bit, and the cayenne pepper activates turmeric, and turmeric in your blood help thin it out a little bit, help it flow and circulate. And if you got any blood clots, or it'll help dissolve blood clots. Just to let y'all know, you ain't gotta listen to me. This is for educational purposes only. But if you got high blood pressure, that's what I suggest. And I suggest trying to get organic ginger. You know what I mean? Ginger root. That's some of the best. Even if you can take just chewing on the ginger root.
Please don't go to the store and buy the ginger.
No.
Listen though. Don't buy the ginger that is in the refrigerated food section.
No. Well, don't go to a natural whole food store.
Yeah, ginger's not supposed to be refrigerated
at all. Yeah, it's a root.
You go to these box stores. Every store I go in, regular stores, it's in the refrigerated section. I'm like, and y'all sitting here wondering what's wrong with you.
Right.
Sitting over here eating stuff, got stuff in the refrigerated section you ain't supposed to have in the refrigerated section, because then it turned it into something else.
Yeah. You can't listen. I'm trying to become a holistic doctor too. I don't know if I ever even mentioned that before. I study the body. I'm not I don't have a doctorate in it, but what I do is I also follow individuals that's already done that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I have questions, I don't got a problem with emailing, asking questions, or researching it myself. And right now, joint pain, I am trying to come up with my own remedy, natural, you know what I mean, so we can stay off these pills.
Absolutely.
It's real easy, right? We know that when we get pharmaceutical medicine, 9 times out of 10 it causes another reaction to your body.
Yeah, it does something else. It messes something else up. You need another pill.
Well, I love us so much that I'm willing to put myself on the line by experimenting on myself.
Yeah.
To see if this really worked. You know what I mean? So until I do, I'm not going to mention what I'm mixing together, my concoctions and stuff. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Hey, man, this has been a really good show, man. We got a lot of
I
formative
enjoyed
information
it
out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Trisha, you're a really good host, man. I like being a co-host, and I like being a host sometimes, and you're a really good co-host. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think we on to something. This is a informational station. Like I said, sometimes we got to be serious, and sometimes we got to be funny, hilarious. We want everybody to laugh. That's a medicine by itself. All you got to do is, this is how you change your frequencies. I got to do it. You know, I teach too, right? This is the easiest way to change frequency. And I know y'all be like wondering what they talking about. You got to raise your frequency. I just did it. I'm smiling. Even if it's bad, all you got to do is break a smile. Your frequency will rise. You know what I mean? So laughter is the key of health. It is. A lot of people don't know that. If you laugh throughout the day, oh my God, your frequency will rise. Trust me. Just try it. You know what I mean?
If you having a bad day, just like this week when you're going through your week, if you having a bad day, just sit there and I don't care how bad your day is, just smile.
Just
and
smile.
I guarantee you're going to start laughing.
Yes, man.
You're gonna be like, really? Like,
I really did what she said, and it's working.
And it'll make you feel a little better.
I'm telling you, man.
Y'all
just learned
take
something.
You from a
I
lower
gave y'all
frequency
one.
to a higher one.
I should have charged.
Absolutely. The information is priceless.
That's what's up. Well, you know, like I said, that was my ending little speech for you all, just to know how to raise your frequency, man. I love each and every one of you all that's watching. And until next time, raw.